Yes, hello. I was wondering if you could play that song again.
Which one, man?
The one that goes beep boop boop bop, beep boop boop beep bop bop, beep boop boop beep bop
Boo bop.
beep boop boop beep boop bop, beep boop boop bop
Bop.
beep boop boop beep bop bop, beep boop boop beep boop
Boo bop.
beep beep boop boop bop bop.
Beep boo boo bop. Boo bee boo boo bee boo bop. Beep boo boo bee bop.
Beep bop
Boo boo bee boo bop bop. Beep boo boo bop.
bop
Boo bee boo bee boo bop. Beep bop boo bee boo boo
beep bop boop beep bop
bop.
beep boop boop bop beep boop boop beep bop bop beep boop boop beep bop
Boo bop.
beep boop boop beep boop bop beep boop boop bop
Bop.
beep boop boop beep bop bop beep boop boop beep boop
Boo bop.
beep beep boop boop bop bop.
What's going on, everybody? Cuts by Reggie back with another tutorial today. As y'all seen in the beginning, I gave him this cut a little while ago. Now he's wanting to cut it down, so we're gonna switch it up to a shadow fade. You can see I'm using my monster clippers, trying to get everything focused, but it wouldn't focus. So what I'm doing here right now, and I'm starting at the top and just taking off. I would usually do this with my shears, but I had the monster clippers in my hand, wanted to show them off in the video. So I'm just knocking off the top coils before I actually pick through the hair. I don't want to get snagged on anything. So I want to cut off the ends from where he was doing this curl sponge. And instead of me picking and getting snagged and pulling hair, I just want to knock off the rough spots. Right here, we're just picking out the hair just slightly, you know, just trying to get everything loose. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put my 2 guard on there. This is not the level he's going to, but before I actually wash his hair, I just want to get the bulk down, see where I'm starting at. I want to get everything out the way. I want my canvas as clear as I can get it. So before I actually take them to the wash bowl, I'm gonna take my monster clippers. As you can see, they're not bad with bulk. You know what I mean? They pretty decent. So I'm just gonna go down, not to the length that he's desiring in his cut, but I do want to get a lot of the mess out the way before I actually dive into the cut that I'm trying to give. Also, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, comment on the videos, anything that y'all want to do. All the hate is love, all the love is definitely love. So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram as well. So here, see again, I'm trying to get it focused, but it wouldn't focus. I'm using my monster clippers, and I do have him washed at this point, and I am going against his grain, I know, but I'm going to take it down with a 1 guard with the grain. So what I got here is the 1.5 open, just taking it down again, getting some bulk out of the way. It's okay. I know a lot of people don't like to go against the grain. At times it's okay to go against the grain. Sometimes it's not as big as everybody make it. Even when a person got waves, depending on the pattern and depending on your guard you're using, you can still go against the grain. It's not that bad of a deal. So here we are again, the monster clipper. And we're starting with a shadow fade, so I'm starting with no guard open. You know what I mean? And the monster clipper is decent with taking down bulk. It's okay with fading, but on certain textures of hair, it don't go through the hair as smooth. So that's why you will see me here in a second switch to the Stylecraft Rebel. The blade is much smoother. I'm not gonna do a full review on the monster fade blade clipper and taper clipper unless I get enough people telling me that they want to see a full review, but it just reminds me of the alpha clippers. They're not smooth with cutting, so, but either way, here I am with the Rebels, open, no guard, stretching the skin, making sure I'm getting everything to the desired length that I'm looking for right now before I actually start into the fading process. trying to get my camera right. See, it got a little darker, but we got the half guard on. Again, my fading process, I think I'm gonna do a class. Maybe I'll do a full breakdown on why I fade like this, but no hard lines. I started with it all the way closed. I open the guard up halfway, then I open it up all the way, just to get that desired length that I'm going for. Right here, like I said, we're doing the shadow fade, and he wants it a little bit high, so I am taking the darker areas up a little higher into the side of the head. Making sure that you stretch that skin. The reason you need to stretch that skin is it helps you get a smoother canvas. It helps you pop out other dark spots that you might not see when you're just going against the head. As you see here, yes, it's a clean cut. Yes, it's a nice cut. Making sure you brush and fade down, cut up, fade, brush down. But once you stretch that skin, it just shows, it exposes some of the dark spots that you might not see, or some you might see them, but it's just kind of in the creases of the head, or the hair is bunched up. So, stretching that skin gives you a better canvas. Long story short. And you want to make sure that you're attacking the hair. Hair always grows different depending on the not the texture. It depends on the person. People's hair might grow in different ways, so you want to make sure that you're turning your clippers left, right, up, down. No matter what you got to do, you want to make sure that you're going into it at the direction that you're trying to attack it. I had the 1 guard on. Now I got the 1.5 guard, just going into that top part. Again, I did a 1 close, laying it down or going with the grain on top. So that 1.5 guard close going into it, it'll knock out most of the dark spots. And then we're gonna go over it one more time, laying everything down with the 1 guard close. Now we on to the other side. I got the other side done, and as y'all seen how I fade, I do one side, the other, then I go to the back. So we're gonna speed through this. It's the same steps. As you see, the camera was better over here. Starting with the Stylecraft Rebel, all the way open, 1 guard closed, half guard closed, open, 1 guard closed, open, half guard, 1.5 guard. So we'll just speed through this process. It's the same steps from the other side, just moving it to the other side. And then I'll also add the back end to this part of the video. Also, my angles have been messed up, but I did recently purchase a mount for my mirror. Actually, Tank Be Chopping told me about it. Sean Cuts Hair told me about it. Barber Field told me about it. So I got a mount that I'm going to try to set up and hopefully be able to record better angles and get more tutorials out. The clipper game has slowed down for now, so it's not a lot of drops. I'm pretty sure it's about to pick back up, but for now I'm gonna try to pump out more tutorials as well as the unboxing and reviews. This is the mousse from Hunt the Barber. I'll leave this link down below where you can purchase this, but this is just what I like to use, and I like to put a good amount, as you see on my hand, especially when somebody has had their hair grown out for a little while. You want to make sure that you putting something on to lay it down. So I'll use this, and then I'll blow dry it, get everything dry, making sure everything is in the right spot that it's supposed to be in, and then that'll help me also with the lineup. And this is just a freeze spray. I'll also leave the link down below where you can DM my guy and get you a bottle of this. I like this one better than a lot of the other ones that I have used. It don't clog up the clippers. You know, it's thin. You know, it sprays off, sprays pretty clear, and it got that trigger on it. I like that gun trigger that it has on the bottom. And here I am just blow drying it with heat and cool, making sure, especially around the lineup, that you use that cool and heat back and forth to kind of get everything to lay down. And here we are going into the lineup. As y'all can see, that dark line down by the bottom of his nape area, that's actually from me. Last time I tried to use a different trimmer, and before actually checking it, took it out the box, a little too sharp. It happens sometimes, but moral of the story is make sure that you're checking your trimmers and clippers before you just placing them on somebody's skin, because you never know how sensitive they are or how sharp some of these trimmers and clippers are. We're going around the ear, making sure that you use the corner of that blade. Anytime that you're going curving on the skin, whether it's around the ear or the C cups, you want to always make sure that you're using the corner of the blade to kind of help you move. It helps you follow the direction of the line. But as y'all can see, usually I would attack the vertical bars first, but he has a light area on his front, so I wanted to make sure that I hit that in the right place before I move it to the left, move it to the right. It's just attacking. It's the same process, just attacking it in different ways sometimes, and sometimes you just need to do that. So as you can see, I'm just going into his strongest area on the front of the line, making sure everything pops out, but also keeping everything natural. Making sure they relax their forehead, because you know, once they sitting in a chair and you're above them, they're gonna look up, they're gonna try to look different directions. So you want to make sure the client is relaxed, so you can get that line up as crispy and as nice and as straight as you can get it, and so everyone's happy. This is pretty much the finished product. I line his beard up, making sure that I'm using the corner of the blade, you know, going around the curve of the beard, making sure everything lined up nicely, everything's connecting, everything's crisp. Here we are, finished product. I appreciate everybody who watched the video. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram for more, you know, content, more content.